as much as I talk, it's hard to talk up here. Jean was a really super sweet person. They say only the good die young. It's amazing she lived past 21. If I were to describe Jean to anybody, and when I did describe Jean to anybody, I would always say, if you took Jean Cleaver and poured a 5-pound bag of sugar over her head, that's Jean. First time I met her, I was taken to her home by her daughter, and I was terrified. But her dad cornered me in the hallway and said, do you know what you're doing? And I said, yeah. And he's like, his daughter, she likes to argue. And I'm like, no, she's perfect. And he's like, I have video. I didn't believe him. I still don't, because she's wonderful, just like her mother. And I saw Jean, and I said, and my dad always told me, he says, when you're looking at a girl, know that you're marrying her mother. And I saw Jean, and I said, man, I'd marry that girl. And she did. She did raise the best wife anybody could have ever raised. And as much as I don't deserve any of it, I was still welcomed into the family, and I'm glad I met her. Glad to be her son-in-law. I'm proud to be with her daughter. Thank you.
Give Michelle a couple of minutes to get herself together. And I am proud you are my son, and you made the best choice ever. I am truly blessed to have Michelle as my daughter-in-law, to have Alan as a member of the family, and God smiled on me for both of my sons, so I'm proud of that. One of the things I remember, she called me one day and she goes, I want to be a pirate. And so happily, I went into my closet, which I have a lot of pirate garb because I do it all the time. And I picked out an outfit for her, and she just blossomed, and she was so excited to do that. And she did it with her friends and that. I too had a friend for 50 years and thought that was wonderful, and she's passed away. So I totally understand how Jean felt losing a sister, a heart sister. I have a heart sister and a heart brother here today that came to share with everything with us. And for that, I'm truly blessed. You guys, you all have said the most beautiful things about this woman, this angel, this gift from God, and that I'm proud that every one of you showed up, and you know, you're all fabulous. Michelle, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my grandson. Talk about your grandma.
I don't think I'm gonna stay up here long, but
It's okay. Hold it up.
she's the best person that I know, and I love her dearly. every time she called my mom, I would always come into the bedroom and always talk with her. They always call each other names like Nap Off, 8-inch Gap, all these funny names. They always mess with each other, so. And I always call my mom Freak. And I know she doesn't like that, but it's kind of the thing that her and Grandma would always do, so it's a kind of memory I hold dearly. She was great. Always in preschool, she'd pick me up. We would always get ice cream, or in elementary, we would always get ice cream at McDonald's and always come over and have a great time. She was the best. I don't know what to say. It's hard, you know. We all know what we feel in our hearts, so she always touched everyone that she talked to, so we'll miss her. Can't wait to see her again. I know we all will. So I love you, Grandma. See you again.
Okay, is that everybody? Okay, I just wanted to say, you know, there's so much love here. I've been very touched by how many people my mom touched and how much love she had for you guys and how much love she had for you guys. It just amazes me that, like, my mom, she's just one of the kindest, sweetest souls that, and I'm not being biased because she's my mom, but like, I miss her terribly. I can't believe she's not here. Like, we used to talk all the time. Every day we would talk, just like I talked to Gina. We would talk about nothing and still had something to say. I love you, Mom. I just wish you were here. I just wish you were still here. I have so many memories of her growing up. Like, we were all talking last night about memories, and one of the memories I had, my mom was always like the fun mom. She always wanted us to have fun doing things with our friends. One of the main things that we used to do during the summer, she would organize a kidnapping among all of our, among high school friends. So we would go from house to house and kidnap each friend. And they didn't know it. And then at the end of it, we would go home and my dad would be cooking a big feast for breakfast. Or my mom would orchestrate another kidnapping and we would go to Norm's for breakfast, you know. Or Lillian kind of mentioned this morning about flipping a coin. We would, whatever heads led us to the right, tails, we turned left. And we would go wherever that coin decided. Golf and stuff, bowling. My mom just had tons of activities or ideas for us kids growing up. And she was the life of the party. Every party she had or she went to, she was always the center of it. So here's the party today for her, you know. So I just want to end that with, you know, I love my mom, and everyone here loves her too, as much as I did and do. So thank you, everybody, for traveling out here to be here for my dad, for me, and our family during this hard time. It's been very hard. So I appreciate everybody. So we have all kinds of food, different sandwiches. There is vegetarian option in case you don't eat meat. If you would graciously take a look at my dad's collage. We put this collage together he spent weeks on. You might see your own face in there. I made a bunch of scones because my mom loved baking, and one of her specialties was scones and lemon curd for her tea parties. So help yourself, we have water, and just enjoy the love that we all had and shared memories with each other about my mom. Thank you, everybody.